Hey, what's going on everybody? Doka the Dingus, aka Wagonford here, and welcome back to Doka the Uncut. This time I have the week 3 of the DDL fighting against Frozone. Now Frozone's team is definitely very terrifying. It's probably not quite as bad in my opinion as the previous week, but it still is definitely losing for me in my opinion. There's a lot of things that I don't have great answers for without making additional huge sacrifices. For example, I don't do very well into Greninja at all. I just don't have great long-term resources versus that. It has super effective coverage versus a lot of my team and does really well into a lot of my stuff and can just like generate pressure very easily. Hatterene is also really not easy for me to deal with because, number one, it does get Mystical Fire for Melmetal, but Melmetal is just really does not look very good here into Mega Scizor, who is additionally a huge problem, and Rotom Wash. It just will never really make progress. If I try to Toxic the Rotom Wash and he just goes into Mega Scizor, I'm getting absolutely nothing done. And I also really don't do very well into Hazard Stack because his best spiker in the matchup, Hisuian Quillfish, does well into my Rapid Spinner, which is Starmie. So yeah, I have things on my side that are very nice too, and we'll get into that shortly. So let's get right into it. First, we have our, of course, I have to bring Mega Dragonite, even though it hasn't done literally anything yet, other than take like one Moonblast from Mega Diancie. I do feel like I should probably be bringing it, so I am. Draco Meteor Flamethrower does really nice damage on the special side to everything, since Mega Scizor is the steel, and I have Iron Head for Hatterene, of course. So those three moves do very good damage into the team. Last, I wasn't sure if I should bring Extreme Speed or Roost or literally anything else, but I decided on Roost because maybe I will get into a situation where I need him healthier for a Rotom Wash, or just longevity to take care of Scizor later, for example. We'll see if that comes into play. Not really sure if that's the right option, but this is a decent progress maker in the matchup, so I think it's fine to bring. Second, we have our Assault Vest, Hisuian Samurott, and yes, we are neutral nature on purpose. I am Ceaseless Edge, Vacuum Wave, Scald, and Flip Turn. Ceaseless Edge is obviously like the best move for me to click here. Samurott Hisui is consistently proving itself to be like one of the only good Pokemon each matchup. I think my opinion of this Pokemon is skyrocketing by each game. Like, it's definitely super helpful. Having access to Vacuum Wave, which is why I'm not adamant, is very nice for revenge killing really low Greninja, like Battle Bond Greninja and Cobalion, which are like two of the fastest resources that he has. Scald is my option of choice to try to cripple the Mega Scizor, because I want as many options into that mon as possible, since I'm not bringing my Tauros Blaze. Tauros just didn't really seem like the bring to me, not only because it's not great, like there are mods it doesn't really do very well into, but also I just have so many other things I need to cover, so I just couldn't really justify fitting it. And Flip Turn, of course, to reposition into my offensive threats like Dragonite and maybe my next guy, which is Passenger, Florges. I think that this is actually my best Pokemon in the matchup, period. I know that like it really can't hit Mega Scizor very hard, but if you ignore that for a second and we imagine that we've removed it, Scarf Moonblast is super helpful into Greninja, into Cobalion, into Garchomp, and apart from Mega Scizor, the only other real way of taking that hit is Crobat, which we also have Scarf Psychic for to revenge, and I don't really have another good option of revenging it if it comes. Like, let's say it's like a Nasty Plot Crobat set, genuinely could actually be very threatening to me. But Scarf Psychic actually does give me a way of actually revenge killing that, so that's a super nice tool for me. And we have Trick and Defog slapped on last. Trick, obviously, to cripple something something slower, potentially like a Calm Mind Hatterene if that comes into play. And Defog, because Hisuian Quillfish might otherwise destroy me. But honestly, it's not even really that clickable. I'm just kind of having it on as like I don't need anything else, and I need to at least have the option kind of thing. Next, we have Suction Steve, the Eelektross. We are physically defensive Citrus Berry with Dragon Pulse as a check to the Garchomp. This was the only real way that I could see myself checking the Garchomp. I do have like other hypothetical options, mainly just defensive Hippowdon with like Ice Fang or just Toxicking it down. But I think Hippowdon looks, once again, the anti-synergy is crazy with this team, but also Hippowdon just doesn't really look good at all into Rotom Wash, and Rotom Wash isn't necessarily like fun to fight against. Eel is also just way better into Greninja, way better into Scizor with the Flamethrower option with that physical defense. So I am a huge fan of Eel in this matchup for sure. Knock off less, obviously, just to remove items. And fifth, we have Long Neck, the Superior. This is a reference to Maton Evans' podcast more than it is actual Long Neck. We have this thing on. I don't really think this thing's very good, even in the matchup, but it is kind of, it did feel like a kind of necessity as a tool for Rotom Wash. Otherwise, I don't really know how I'm able to safely get around the Volt Switches. I know that this thing isn't immune to Volt Switch and it still generates him momentum, but we at least have the leftovers to try to offset that. We just don't take too much damage from it, where otherwise we would either be risking an entire Hippo every turn or taking way too much damage on like my Eelektross or my Florges than I would like to be taking, because these are like my two best mons in the matchup. Light Screen is for a situation where I'm in front of Rotom Wash, but he has like a healthy Mega Scizor in the back, so I can't really make a great click into that. I instead click Light Screen as the Mega Scizor comes in, and then I will get into my Pecharunt, which is Nasty Plot, as the light screen's up, and I get to set up in front of the Mega Scizor potentially, and actually maybe get some offensive pressure with that thing. Glare is kind of just thrown on for if Crobat ends up being like evidently the pivot into Superior, and we have Taunt to prevent Hisuian Quillfish from instantly getting hazards up on me, or for Scizor to get like a roost here and there. So there's that, and obviously the Pecharunt, which is Nasty Plot defensive with Rocky Helmet, mainly a Mega Scizor check. It doesn't actually do that very well, but it does. It's like the best I can do without bringing Tauros Blaze, and of course I just don't think it's good. Pecharunt at least does good offensive damage into Hatterene, which is a huge problem, especially if I had Tauros over this thing. Hatterene would be such a huge problem. And it just kind of doesn't take much damage if Light Screen's up, so I'm hoping that I can get this thing to generate some power. So yeah, that's the team. See you guys in the battle. Peace. All right, and we are back with the game. I have not looked at this matchup in a little while, so let's get to it. What didn't come to the game? No Crobat. Okay. No Chandelure, obviously. No Cobalion. Oh, wait, no, the Cobalion came over the Crobat. It's just top 6 otherwise, right? Yes. No Quillfish is very nice. So no spikes from that guy. It might be on the Chomp. We'll see. I think I'm really bad into Hatterene, so I need to lead well into it. I might lead Peekaboo for that reason. I also might lead with Suction. That's also probably a decent thing to do. Let's try that. How about that? I think that's a fine lead. Let's do it. Cobalion. Okay, I kind of wish I was starting with Pecharunt now, but it's fine. I am physically defensive, so I should be completely fine here. This could get rocks up. I would not be surprised at all. I can just launch a Flamethrower, to be honest. I feel pretty comfortable doing that. It's good to save Peekaboo for the Scizor, I guess. We can do that. But yeah, I expect rocks to come up here. If it's max HP, it might not die to 2 of these. It does die to 2 of these. Okay. So that's nice. It doesn't die to Volt Switch. So I could just Flame again. I mean, I don't really see that big of a downside. It might be Rotom coming in here. If it is, maybe I should Volt Switch. But, you know, I would prefer not to take so much Rock Chip around the team. I'll Flamethrower again. Just play it simple. Okay, Hatterene comes in. Oh, that burn is very nice. Oh, it's Lumberry. Okay. Interesting. So that's interesting. So that was for the Malignant, I'm assuming, from Pecharunt. I don't have a good answer to this thing, as I probably said in the team builder. Yeah, I just got a Volt on this, honestly. I don't want this, like, commenting up and everything. I could go Peekaboo here. I could also... Oh, so many options. So many great options. If he Calm Minds here, does he die? I might not die to Psychic. Oh, I actually might die to Psychic, even if it's not invested. Well, that's just fantastic. Holy. But if he Calm Minds... No, I don't even think I kill. I'm going to pull the trigger on Superior here. I think it's my least important. So I just hope this doesn't go too wrong. Okay, Psyshock is interesting. That is perfectly fine. I'm okay with clicking Light Screen here. And after he goes Scizor, I can go into Petch and be okay. That is my play. Okay, Psyshock is interesting. I'm not sure. So this is Frozone's last week before he gets replaced by Stein. So I'm not sure how hard he actually prepped for this game. That might be why he has Psyshock. But he also could have both Psyshock for the Florges and Psychic for the Pecharunt, and I honestly wouldn't even think that that's that bad of a decision. Like, Hatterene's offensive pressure into me is kind of insane. Sorry, just taking a sip of water. Okay. He does just stay in. In that case, if he's just clicking Psyshock, I mean, I could kind of just go Petch, right? But I can also just Leaf Storm. I mean, fuck it, right? I don't know. This is my least important, but it is important for... not that important. But it is, like, very helpful for the Rotom. I will play it simple, though, and click Leaf Storm here. Okay, we don't kill, which is pretty expected. He Calm Minds, which is really interesting. He has no Custat Berry or anything, so I'm just going to Leaf Storm again. We kill. Okay. Very interesting. I mean, I'm not expecting this thing to sweep at all. I'm just expecting... I was just kind of going into it because I had no other option. Hatterene being dead is fantastic, for sure. Let's just go Pecharunt. Behind the light screen. Megas... It's Swords Dance. Okay. Now that is pretty scary, for sure. I'm very Fizz Def, but, like, I don't actually have a good option here. Like... I will get knocked and that's it. I guess maybe I should have gone Suction, but, like, what are you gonna do? This thing is so good into me. Let's just see how much the shadow okay, this is like Spadef. Oh, fuck me. Alright. I might just lose. Straight up, might just lose. It's probably knock Bullet Punch. I kind of want to be Bug Bite for Brian, though. Yeah, no, this is terrible. Yeah, I can't even get the Defog off because it's on Passenger. I might just lose, chat. It's possible. I'm going to Nasty Plot. He gets a 4th Swords Dance. I'm going to Shadow Ball. He bullet punches. I don't die. Shadow Ball does a good chunk. Okay, now he can't roost because I got the drop, so that's pretty good. I have Vacuum Wave on this. This is very fortunate that I was able to get through this thing. I'm perfectly willing to sack this off. I'm so willing to sack this off, dude. Yeah, so I have one play, and that play is go Brian and click Vacuum Wave. Yep. Okay, he goes Cobalion. Interesting. I will then click... Okay, he wants to roost this off. I don't think he can, though. Come on, 8% slower than everything I have. Except for the thing that has Flamethrower. I'll just Vacuum Wave again. Okay, we're a Mon up. That's good. That's definitely good. I wasn't able to get the Defog off, but I might not need it because Scarf Moonblast looks so insane in this endgame. Really all depends on what the Greninja is. If it's like Scarf or not, or if it gets the bond off. I hope it doesn't get the bond off. I mean, what I can't really do much if that's the case. Yeah, I probably should have done something different versus the Scizor, but like I don't know. It's so hard to manage stuff in this one. Okay, I'm gonna just go Superior. I think. No, Superior is really good. I'm not going Superior. Hell no. Who's the least important right now? You are pretty important for the Greninja, Vacuum Wave. Probably Dragonite. Yeah, you know what? I just misplayed. I should have just gone Dragonite instantly on the other stuff. Okay. Whatever. We're going to lose our whole Dragonite here to the Garchomp. Almost definitely. Unless I feel like I want to make a ballsy play into hard Florges right now. But I figure that's not necessarily a great play. Yeah, I could Mega Draco and like, you know, it's all a mind game. It's all a mind game. I don't really think he has room to predict, which makes me want to go Florges really bad. If I do that, I am max special attack, so I might kill. I don't quite. So that could be annoying. But in range of Vacuum Wave is good. In range of Surf is also good. I want to go Passenger, see what happens. Dragon Claw, very good. And you have no guard for the Moonblast anymore. Because the Cobalion is dead and the Scizor is too low. Just a little bit too low on the Scizor. Just barely in range of 2 Moonblasts. Something's got to die. It should be the Scizor here. And then you should go Gren to threaten me out with okay, we're just giving me basically the entire Garchomp. I'm not even dead. I get to just spam Moonblast till I die here. Which is basically gonna just be me giving the Scizor a bullet punch kill, if I'm being for real. Assuming that happens, I think it's cool to I wish I had Sacred Sword on my Samurott. I just didn't think it'd come into play, but it definitely could save me from end games if I have it. Unfortunately, I don't. I do have a full health Suction Steve, though, that I'll be able to use. Suction Steve, baby. So here's the deal. I want to have a Hazard Sack versus the Gren so that I can get in like full health Eel and make sure I live a hit versus the Gren. So I might legitimately sack the D-Knight to Scizor here. That might genuinely be my play to sack D-Knight because I don't think it's very useful anymore. I still have Serp, which kills everything. Then again, he could click Roost like a fucking insane person. So maybe that's not a good play. Yeah, I'll play it safe. This thing's too threatening. I know he's not going to click Roost, but if he does click Roost, I just lose. So we can go Samurott here. And, I mean, I can click Vacuum Wave. I can also click Ceaseless. I can also click Flip Turn. I think I like Ceaseless the most. Okay, he goes Rotom. Ceaseless. Good damage, good damage. Okay. Very nice. We are Assault Vest, so we could take one if we need to. But I don't think I need Serp for much more than this. I think Full Health Suction Steve should save me. I'm going to click Ceaseless again. I think that's actually the right play. Oh, wait, there's a fucking dead Scizor. I'm actually kind of dumb for that. It's fine, though. It's fine. He goes Rotom again. This time, I mean, I definitely have to keep Brian alive, I think. Yeah, Rotom Watch comes in again. I'll sack the D-Knight here. It's pretty fair. Keep in the... Yeah, he clicks... Oh, that's probably good for me that he didn't Volt Switch. I'm going to go here. And I'm going to go... Do I Light Screen somehow? I think I don't. I think I just leave Storm. Okay. Now, Gren can kill me here by clicking Gunk Shot. I don't have a way of stopping that. But... Or Ice Beam, I guess. But I just don't think that Eel can die to anything. He's just too bulky. Maybe. It actually could probably die to something. Hydro Pump. A +1. Life Orb. You know what? He can have it. Okay, there's Ice Beam. Okay, it's Protein. It's Protein. In that case, we're definitely fine. We're definitely fine. Suction Steve comes in. Clicks Flamethrower. And we'll win the game with Vacuum Wave, Samurott, Hisui. Wow. What a game, yeah. This was a tough one. All right. We take those. Really good game to Frozone. Yeah, I didn't really know if I could win this one once again. Happy that I did. There was parts of the matchup that were definitely very good for me. And then there's parts of it like the Greninja and the Hatterene and the Mega Scizor that I really could not do anything about. I did, of course, have a Taurus Blaze on the bench. Once again, did not think it was bringable into Garchomp, Rotom Wash, Hatterene. Like, it's just so much that it can't really do that much to. There were other things on the bench as well, I think. Like Hisuian Quillfish, Crobat, Shandy, I guess. I don't know. Maybe I could have done better with the paste. Honestly, I don't really know. Anyway, good game to Frozone. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.